Hi there, Gemini. This is your monthly reading for the month of December 2015. I wish you well. I hope everything's going your way. Looks like it's going to be a great month for you. The atmosphere starts off with the Eight of Wands in reverse, which just indicates it's something of a slow start. There may have been some plans to fly somewhere, visit family, or have them fly to see you, and it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. It could be that some plans have changed as a result of some extraneous family situation. It could be something that is removed from you by either one generation or through marriage. There's a situation that's changed, and now a lot of change in plans have to come to bear. So you have to just make these adjustments, go with the flow. You're able to handle it, no big deal. If you feel like you thought you were going to take a trip to be with family, or that now you just don't feel like doing it, then don't do it. There's nothing that says you have to change your plans. You know, a lot of people don't like to travel right now because of a lot of different challenges that we're facing with safety for passengers, that kind of thing, which I don't want to give any credit to any idiot types of groups of people that think they know they're supposed to take the world's fate into their hands. I would just like to see them all like hosed down for a while, with really, really, really cold water. But with that said, of course, you may have some changes here. And again, it could be because of somebody who is one generation removed from you or down. Could be even be one generation up, but I feel like it's more down, and it could be removed in one way or another because it's through marriage. And if that's the case, just let it be what it is. Don't force anything. Don't push it. Week 2, you've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, and there could be an indication that things are, again, just not panning out the way you hoped they would. Maybe you were hoping for a particular bonus check, and it doesn't look like it's not coming. It looks like it's more just not what you expected. You maybe thought you were getting a few $100 on a bonus thing, and then you get the proverbial turkey certificate, which is great anyway, or you get a gift certificate for C's Candies. Well, that's fine. At least it's something, because there are people that would really love to get that too. So don't feel too bad about it. It looks like it's going to be fine. And the bonus situation or certificate situation could even be more related to your spouse, if you have one, than it is with you. Now, for those of you that say, well, that's great, we own a family business. Well, if you're self-employed together in that way, then of course it just may be that there isn't the amount of money that you hoped to do what it is that you wanted. And that's okay too. Just be glad, be thankful, like you always are, in a state of grace for the things that we're given, which what's most important, health and safety. Happiness and prosperity can come with that too, but we're not too worried about it, because in week 3, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which shows us that there is an opportunity to turn this thing around. Maybe you just need to rework your budget. Maybe you just need to not hand out the checks for family members like you usually do. If you can't do it, let them know. It doesn't mean that you're a bad provider or bad parent or bad gift giver. It's not supposed to be about what you get or give anyway. This, in my opinion, is all about the reason for the season being Jesus. I love him. That's all I really worry about. I don't even like religion. I don't do religion. I've studied religions. I've been in with religious people. I've been on the inside, outside, upside down, and staring at them with a microscope. And I can tell you something, really, family, love, and peace. If anything, that's all we should be worried about. It looks like everything will be fine. Week 4, we've got the Hierophant. Now, this can go two ways, and we admittedly have to include different groups of people. There's lots of different social classes in some countries, and sometimes we have economic class dividing us, and at other times we could have classes of people that relegate themselves to the redneckery, and I love to make fun of that because I just know too much about it. And then there could be the uppity types that think that the rednecks think that they're just better than they are. We're going to have our NASCAR party, and if you're not coming with us, then you's against us. And I'm only joking here because I don't feel that way about anybody. I don't do NASCAR, but it doesn't mean that I think it's stupid. It looks like it makes money, and that's fine. So the Hierophant might be asking you to choose sides, and it could be that you're wanting to do something a little more Norman Rockwell and traditional. Then you got the other side of the spoon. Maybe it's even not silver plated, but it's like a plastic spoon digging into the TV dinner thing, and that's okay too. But if that's not the way that you want to spend your Christmas, then don't do it. Do whatever makes you feel good. If you have to honor some traditions that are not your own, but for the sake of peace in the family, you will have to do this, then go do that thing. But if you really feel like you can't do it, I could tell you something that right around here, week 4, you may not be feeling your best anyway. There could be issue with either infection. It could be upper respiratory type bacterial infection. On the extreme side, of course, we're looking at a viral infection, but on the smaller scale, it could just be a sinus infection. But there is an issue here that will be difficult to diagnose at first, because it seems like, well, I'm just tired, I've just been in this recycled air environment at work. That's all it is, And then you find out, well, no, it's probably like a full-blown bacterial infection, and that's why your throat is doing the thing that the ears are doing, the sinus is doing the thing, and then you got to go get a little bit of help. But it seems at that point, once you realize that it isn't just that you're fatigued because of hours and weather or traffic and this and the stress of the holidays. No, that's not what it is. And as soon as you recognize it, it seems like it's very easy to put you through a round of maybe broad spectrum antibiotics, and boom, you're just fine. Now take care of yourself. Chicken soup, warm, stay inside, fire, hubby, wife, whatever it is you do, hot cocoa, playing with the kids, play with their little Christmas presents, and everybody's going to be just fine. It looks like you just need to handle this kind of strange idea that it looks like you want to do something traditional, and it could be vice versa, but I really don't feel it. I feel like you're the one that wants to do the thing your family always does. Forget about what I said, whether NASCAR, TV, I don't know. I was just throwing in something there to make you giggle a little bit, but we do often have issues where we have families that are more traditional. They're doing the Norman Rockwell thing, the turkey and the ham and granny in the corner and the kids in the car, and people show up and they spend it together. And then you got the other side of people that, have to get up for the day after weirdness Christmas sale that is all disrespect in the face of tradition, where people are supposed to do leftovers for the day after Christmas, or families that have experienced a divorce in the middle, got to split up those holidays. I had to do that before, and it was crazy. I should have at the time told my ex-mother-in-law, nothing doing, just do your damn thing. But I got to spend time with my family as well. I can't do it all for everybody else's. And my ex family, they were more cooperative than even the first, my last ex family-in-law. I thought that this wasn't going to be so, and it turned out to be just as redneck as he wanted to be, where I wasn't getting any respect because it was my fault that I wasn't giving the respect and honoring my family to spend more time with them. So sometimes these things can get us run down, and before you know it, what happens? You touched the shopping cart at Target, you wiped your eye, you cleaned your baby off, the baby got sick, you get it, you touched your mouth, and boom, everybody's got a virus or some weird bacterial infection. So again, honor those commitments to your family and your traditions. And if your favorite tradition is getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning or some shit and running out to get an ornament, well, then do that thing. But don't force other people to do it with you. Honor their commitments as well. Week 5, we've got the 10 of Cups, which is just telling me all about your beautiful family, your wonderful traditions, the way that you protect yourself. Maybe you've been the one that's had to say, you know what, and I'm sorry, your ex-family or not, no, we're not doing it that way. We have traditions that we need to uphold. We need to create our traditions. And it seems to me that especially if you're the female Gemini, that you're going to be the one keeping this thing under control. Now, does that mean there's a chance that the Gemini could be the redneck one at the bar with the beer and the NASCAR and the thing and the turkeys in a frickin' fryer thing, and we're like, what is it, beef jerky today? You know what? Okay, so maybe that is true. But I think in general, you Gemini are the types that are going to want to be keeping this thing together, keeping the traditions going. Maybe the baby is going to be the one that's lifted up. The 1 gram baby puts the angel on the top of the tree and somebody snaps the perfect picture ever, and then you upload them and Google does its magic with your pictures, and then next you're going to see all of these beautiful holidays. So keep it real, keep it unique to what you do, regardless of what it is. I'm half joking sometimes with what I'm telling you about what these traditions could be, but I think in the long run, you're going to remember that as long as you're honoring what you believe is your commitment to your tradition, everybody's going to be happy, and maybe the baby can be the one that's lifted up that takes the ornament off the tree. Have a wonderful holiday season. I'll be talking to you soon, Gemini.